Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm Blair.
And I'm Kirsten, and we are
Mediocre content.
And we did it! Oh my god.
That was so good! Oh my god.
We have not been that successful literally ever, even since we started.
Literally ever. Oh my god.
First of all, we're on time.
We are.
I mean,
We're on time. We've just been chit-chatting pre-show, like casually, which is amazing. Usually we're panicking, which is annoying.
usually we're just in utter disarray.
Truly. Yeah, truly.
Yeah, this is good.
In
This is great.
utter disarray.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kat has joined the chat.
Oh, Jinx is here. Yay, yay.
Yeah. Hopefully
Love
he
it.
doesn't decide
Hi,
to take over the
boo.
mic this time.
Yeah, we'll see. He's already nudging it.
This for me.
hmm
Oh my goodness. Okay, so what I want to try today, before we even get started, we never do these for ourselves. We have these like daily commands or whatever. I just want to see where we are on the scales, if that's cool.
Yeah, okay.
All
That
right.
sounds good.
So we got our mediocre percentage today, which is looking at about 18%. And I would say
That tracks.
That tracks. We're
That
doing
tracks.
really good.
Yeah, I would say.
Our smarts, we're 54% smarty pants today.
I like it. I like it.
Looking good. In terms of good noodle stars, we're looking at about freaking 5 stars. That's amazing.
Like our podcast is also
Like-
5 stars.
And you should definitely rate us that over there.
Rate us 5 stars.
That's so convenient. And then let's look at our freshness score. We're a 4, so I guess we need a shower.
That is actually true. I got back from the gym and then hopped right on stream. So like I have not showered yet today, and I probably should.
Blair.
I know. I'm disgusting.
Hey, Centric. Oh, you know what, Centric? This is great. So, do you see his Peepo Hey in chat?
Yeah, I do.
Unfortunately, he'll be so disappointed. I finally got 7TV emotes to work just for me to not do it over here. So that Peepo Hey is just words to me.
Interesting.
It's supposed to have like an emote associated with it that you can
Sure.
like, type
Yeah.
in
So
or
when you
whatever.
type it in, type in
Yeah.
the letters, it shows up something else.
Yeah.
Got it.
But, you know, let me go to Chrome extensions while I'm here. Yes, I know. Just let me do it, please, God. Any hoodle. How are you doing, Blair?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yes.
Yep. Just living my best life.
This is exciting.
Kitties are living their best lives. This morning, apparently, so my the development that we live in told us that someone's going to be coming tomorrow to power wash our house, which is
Ooh.
fine. Except for the fact that they came at 8 a.m. this morning instead
Oh.
and did not tell us that was happening. So I didn't have a chance. I like ran around the house really quick and like closed all the windows.
Very good.
And then so
That's
we'll see.
great. I'm sure you loved that.
it was nice, you know. Our house is clean now. It didn't take very long, which was nice.
Surprise
But it was
wash.
definitely a surprise. I was not prepared.
I enjoy the power wash simulator.
Yeah.
In other words, installing a Chrome extension is I just did it, you ninny. I can see it now. Literally on my my other channel, I was trying so long to figure out why it couldn't work, and it's just because I didn't install it on Chrome.
Don't call him a ninny.
I'll call it. That's so mean. Oh man. Well, I'm so glad you got the inside of your house washed too. It probably needed it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well, guys, today we have good news that is related also to our topic. My screen, I'm realizing right now, is absolutely bright, so I'm going to turn this light off for a moment. But Blair, would you like to disclaim?
Sure. I would love to disclaim.
Woo!
All right. So, as you guys know, if you listen to the pod, or if you don't listen to the pod, then you don't know. But basically, we just like to put a disclaimer out there that, like, we don't know anything. We do not provide advice here. We do not recommend anything. We literally, and Jinx also would like to get in on this. We literally just are doing our best to provide some fun information. And if you know anything different than what we're saying, then please comment in the chat and or just somehow flag us down and let us know, hey, you're wrong, and we'll correct ourselves, because that's what we do here on Mediocre Content. So
and be forceful, be like, you're wrong.
Absolutely.
And we'll be like, ouch. Okay.
Yeah, we're okay with constructive criticism or just blatantly being mean to us. That's also fine.
just yell it viciously into the sky as usual. And with that, my friends, let's hop into the good news. Blair, would you like to do good news, or would you like me to take good news? Up to you. Don't do that, damsel.
All right. Okay, so I'll do good news. This is fine.
Okay,
all right.
Go for it.
And just to be clear, there's only one good news, right?
Yeah.
Am I seeing the right thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Unprepared as usual. All right. So for the first time, scientists have found marine creatures under hydrothermal vents. This is exciting.
This is.
Marine researchers found a new ecosystem supported by hydrothermal vents deep under the sea, which honestly is not that surprising.
No.
But, like, very positive. Right. A recent expedition was led by the Schmidt Ocean Institute, with the team traveling to the East Pacific Rise off of Central America. They dropped an underwater robot more than 8,200 feet, which overturned chunks of volcanic crust. Now, notice that they said robot and not giant tin can.
Too soon?
A PS2 controller or whatever it was.
Yell it into the sky.
I'm just pointing it out. I'm not saying anything. I'm just pointing that out to everyone. Okay, so they dropped the robot and discovered cave systems teeming with worms, snails, and chemosynthetic bacteria living in 75-degree Fahrenheit water. The Institute said, quote, "The discovery adds a new dimension to the hydrothermal vents, showing that their habits exist both above and below the sea floor. They also found that there are tube worm-like creatures moving through passages underneath the seafloor." This sounds really gross. I'm just saying. Which
really gross.
It does.
It's gross.
The worms travel through vent fluid to colonize new habitats. Yum.
Delicious.
These discoveries are huge, as scientists are always looking to better understand the deep sea. That's true. Finding a new ecosystem is truly remarkable. Schmidt Ocean Institute Executive Director Joytika Vermani said in a statement, quote, provides fresh evidence that life exists in incredible places.
Now, can I tell you why this excites me?
Of course.
Okay. Because As you are aware, in our space series, we had some extreme environments that we claimed not even the most extreme extremophiles could possibly live in, could possibly find habitation in. This gives me hope that there is actually something in those extreme environments on those planets, and we just haven't gotten the technology to see it yet.
You're correct. That is good. All good things.
There's worms in space, Blair. There's space
worms. Great.
Isn't this exciting? Oh! I guess she didn't think it was exciting. We were doing so good.
I've been on this whole time, and then you blipped out. So that's a first for me, and I'm very excited about that.
That's hilarious. You completely went away. I was like, are you excited? Gone.
God, no.
Absolutely not.
Flip it for the TikTok.
I know, right? Minio's always wanted to be a worm in space. Also, I did see that Little Nightmares is getting the 3rd game. I haven't played 1 or 2, so maybe we need to do that before it comes out. Clip it! Clip it! Hey. Is he beside you?
He is. Yeah, he's right over here.
What a creep! Oh my goodness. Mediocre husband. I know you
In the
should
chat.
be. 1 is great, 2 is tragic and amazing. Ah, you guys are cute. Well, this is great and topical because
It is.
drum roll. I don't know if you can hear that.
But
We're gonna
That's the
talk
best I can do.
about endangered species.
Wow.
Woohoo! Not like a
So
cream mini old
exciting.
gross. Ugh, no. Topical as in we were talking about animals and where to find them, and now we're going to talk about animals and those that you might not find because Sag.
Jinx.
Jinx.
You cannot knock over my computer.
He's topical.
He's like,
Not
he's
tropical.
nudging his head so hard on the edge of my laptop that it's going to like fall over.
This is fine.
He just really wants pets right now. I don't know what to say.
Aww.
I'm giving him the pets.
You should. It's well deserved. He's about to see his brethren on here, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
no.
look, Jinx. You'll be upset.
He's like, I'm just going to nudge myself against the microphone stand and pretend to listen.
And pets are pretty cool. Outstanding, aren't they? Okay. So I want to talk about endangered species for the first half, and then the second half we're going to talk about some species that recently were removed from the endangered species list and why that is sometimes bad. Which you might be like, excuse me, Kirsten, that is good. It means that they are coming back and like replenishing themselves. And I'm here to tell you, yes, but no.
But also no.
Also, they're not in the fields. God. Moving along. Endangered species. All right, here we go. Our first one. Look at this cute little guy. Hopefully, I'm not in the way. So, Javan rhino is our first one.
Ooh.
Once found throughout Southeast Asia, Javan rhinos have suffered a staggering decline in their numbers due to hunting and habitat loss. The lone wild population of Javan rhinos is one of the rarest of the species, around 75 individuals, which can only be found on the island of Java, Indonesia, hence Javan
That makes sense.
rhinos.
Yeah.
The Ujung Kulon National Park, a World Heritage Site, is the last remaining refuge of Javan rhinos, but the area also suffers from the invading Orangutan palm. Hopefully I said that right. Leaving the rhinos with less food to eat and less habitat to roam. Besides, the small Javan rhino population is also extremely vulnerable to extinction due to natural catastrophes, disease, poaching, and potential inbreeding, which isn't great. Eccentric. That's That's not nice to you.
Oh my god. Just read that now.
Sad. Also,
wow.
Centipede in chat if you're interested, but if you're not, I understand. Who would be? Anyway.
Gross.
Gross. So anyway, that's the Javan rhino. And it's kind of
very
sad,
cool. Very cool.
Honestly.
I'm like so there's a delay in the feed, so I'm trying to like pull up the PowerPoint. What did you put it under on Canva?
Oh, it's
or is it on Google Docs?
It's on Google Docs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Hold on. Please hold while Blair gets her life together.
Holding. I'm also gonna move the Pokemon stuff out of the way because, like, if you're gonna read the text, then you're not gonna be able to read it with this stupid centipede in the way.
Please hold while we get our lives together.
We were doing so good.
We were doing so well. I was rooting for us.
I was. Okay. Yeah, I was also rooting for us. Actually, you know what? I should probably. We're gonna get ready to fly, Blair. Hold on to everything you have.
Braces Jinx for impact. He's right here. Right here.
Oh no, where did they?
This area.
Centipede 1 podcast 0. Rude.
Yikes.
Wait, where'd the text go? Why is the text over there? Get back over here. This is great. This is great. Everything is fine. There is nothing wrong. Everything is great. That thing escaped anyway. Thank goodness. It was gross. Okay. All right. I think I got it situated now. Perfect. Whoa! I picked up Blair. Sorry, Blair. I'll put you back. There you go.
What's happening? Oh, I'm up here. Okay, I see me now. All right, we're good.
Please.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Okay. Here we go. You ready for the next one? You can do the next one if you'd like. Bam!
Okay. Hold on one moment.
One moment.
Oh, God. Hold on.
Holding.
It's just my computer's having like a small problem because it's trying to load the PowerPoint, but then also keep up with what we're having right now.
Oh.
So. Okay. I see it on. Okay. All right.
I love it here.
Everything is fun. I'm the worst. I am so sorry.
You're not the worst.
No, actually, I take that back. My internet is the worst.
That's more accurate.
All right. It truly is. And she's loading still. And I would just read it off the Twitch that I have up here, but like it's really small.
Wait, do you have your iPad?
Can't do that. Ooh, I got an iPad. She got an iPad.
Yeah, she got iPad.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. Where did I put it? Okay.
I just heard something that sounded like a crash downstairs.
So.
Horrifying.
What happened?
I just heard something crash downstairs.
Who died?
Hopefully not Tyler. Bless you.
Oh, God.
94% smarty
Meanwhile,
pants.
Tyler's on the ground.
Yes.
3 cats surround him.
Yeah. They're feasting tonight.
3 cats surround him. 1 will enter the octagon.
They are having a seance. 62% mediocre. That's pretty accurate. No, just kidding.
Honest, like right now, probably less.
Probably less. I can read this one if you want to wait.
Yeah, why don't you read this one while I get my life together?
That might take longer than this slide, but we'll try.
We're gonna try.
Oh,
you're not wrong.
Centric Super Fresh. He's got that 9 out of 10, bruh. Looking fresh.
Smooth like butter.
So, our next animal is the Amur leopard, which is so stinking cute. The Amur leopard is one of the rarest big cats in the world, with only around 100 individuals left in the wild. And although their wild population seems to be stable and increasing, these leopards subspecies are still critically endangered since 1996, which is really sad. There's good reason for it as well. They can only be found in a relatively small region of the far east of Russia and northeastern China at present, and the remaining leopards face multiple threats to their survival, including habitat loss and fragmentation, prey scarcity, and transportation infrastructure such as roads. However, there is hope for these little babies. Around 75% of their home range lies in protected areas in Russia and China, and they're also moving into suitable habitats outside of these protected areas. So they're like, all right, we gonna see ourselves out, and that's kind of saved them a little bit. So that's good.
Very nice.
And they're cute.
We like that. They're so cute.
Yeah. Love it. And another big cat.
Big cat. Okay, I can actually do this one now. You guys, aren't you proud of me? Okay.
So proud.
All right. Sunda Island tiger. So cute.
It's so cute.
The Sunda Island tiger, or Sumatran tiger, is the smallest tiger subspecies in the world, weighing up to 140 kilograms. For reference, the tigers that live in the Amur region are the biggest of all the big cats, where males can weigh up to twice as much as the Sunda Island tigers.
Jeez.
I know. They are also very rare. There are estimated to be around 600 in the wild, and are only found on the Indonesian island of Sumatra. Since the 1980s, the human population of Southeast Asia has nearly doubled from 357 million to around 668 million in 2020. And this has had an impact on tiger numbers, which have been shrinking along with their habitats. As human settlements expand in the region, Sunda Island tigers are increasingly likely to encounter people, which could lead to a further rise in human-tiger conflict, which we all know how that goes.
Sag.
Tiger poaching and illegal trading of tiger parts and products are also a serious concern to their survival, which totally makes sense.
Yeah. Poor babies.
Yeah. I know. Very sad.
What, a tiger parts? Like their pelts? Like, what other parts are they using, you know?
Teeth, maybe?
Maybe, I guess.
Furs, teeth.
Claw? No, claws are just keratin, aren't they?
Yeah.
They don't last very long. I don't know. Fur. Yeah, fur is the only thing I can think of, though. Like a tiger pelt or like a bear pelt, you know? Like, I'm sure that's the main one, but like...
I would say.
What else, you know?
I don't know.
Weird.
Indeed.
Height. You want to do this one too? I got to do two. Or skin pouch. Ew, centric.
Ew. Skin suit.
Ew.
Nasty.
It's gross in here.
Ooh, mountain gorillas. So cute.
So cute. Look at the babies.
Look at the babies. So nice. You want me to do this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. The mountain gorilla is a subspecies of the eastern gorilla, which lives in two isolated populations in the high altitude forests up in the volcanic mountainous region of the Dominican Republic of the Congo. Oh, democratic, excuse me. Different thing. Democratic Republic of the Congo, Rwanda, and Uganda. And in the Bwindi wow, that's a big claim.
Yeah.
Impenetrable National Park of Uganda.
Wonder what makes it impenetrable.
I don't know.
I'm gonna look that up at some point.
Do it.
I will.
The Virunga landscape has a history of political instability along with high levels of poverty in the region. This poses a substantial threat to mountain gorilla numbers as people have moved into areas closer to these great apes for food, shelter, and space. Over 500,000 people live near the mountain gorilla habitat at present. Despite this, mountain gorillas are making a promising recovery with conservation efforts and interventions from local and international partners and the WWF through the International Gorilla Conservation Programs. That's exciting.
That is.
At present, mountain gorillas are currently listed as the endangered species with just 1,000 individuals in the wild. However, multiple threats remain that can hinder a recovery process for this species.
Aw, hopefully I hope they're going to continue to rise. Also, yes, Dominican Republic, but this was Democratic. Sorry, Citric, we got you excited for nothing.
I'm so sorry.
Aww.
That's my fault. I can't read, apparently.
I can't read. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're gonna stay in the ape zone a little bit. I hope I pronounced this correctly. Tapanuli orangutan?
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's right.
That sounds right.
Also super cute, if I do say so myself. But the Tapanuli is the newly described species of orangutan listed as a distant species in 2017. Only a single isolated population of Tapanuli orangutans exist in the wild, which is restricted to the tropical forest of the Benteng Toru ecosystem on the island of Sumatra, Indonesia. Today, these tree-dwelling primates are critically endangered with fewer than 800 individuals in the wild, making them the most endangered great ape species in the world, which is super sad.
It is.
The loss of habitat is one of the main threats to its survival, as tropical forests are being replaced by agriculture, mining, and hydroelectric and geothermal development. Between 1985 and 2007, over 40% of the forests in the province of North Sumatra, where the Tapanuli orangutan is found, were lost. That orangutan has a bowl cut, but we're not going to talk about it, Wishful. It's fine.
It's fine.
It was a new barber. He didn't know what he was getting.
Exactly. Yeah. We're going to cut him some slack.
Sheesh. $5. He's going to go somewhere else. He got a great recommendation from a friend, and I think he'll be fine next go round.
Exactly. He will recover from this.
He definitely will. That beard's on point, though.
Yeah, he got the good beard.
Got the hella beard.
Mm. It's true.
Would you like to do this one?
Sure.
Ready
Porpoise!
Ready for the quinceañera. So true. That poor orangutan. He just endangered. We given him stuff about his haircut.
The man is like, I am trying to survive. I do not have time to get a good haircut.
It's true.
All right. I'm going to try to pronounce this because there's a lot of consonants and not very many vowels.
Facts.
The Yangtze.
It's Yangtze.
Yangtze?
I think.
Yangtze finless porpoise. Mm-hmm. It is the odd one out of its family, as it is the only living freshwater porpoise found in the world. This aquatic mammal currently resides in the Yangtze River in China and is listed as a critically endangered species. While the Yangtze River plays a crucial role in the healthy ecosystem functioning, years of environmental degradation, overfishing, and water pollution in the region are having detrimental impacts on many animal species who call it their home. Once upon a time, the Yangtze River dolphins used to live alongside finless porpoises, but there haven't been any freshwater dolphin sightings for the past 2 decades.
Oh, no.
Sadly, this could be yet another stark reminder of what soon may follow for many endangered species, including the Yangtze River finless porpoise. To protect this species, China has upgraded finless porpoises to the first level protected species in 2021, the highest level of protection available in the country. In 2018, their numbers were still around 1,000 individuals and stabilizing in the wild. So there's hope there. Definitely.
Hope. Also, she said Yangtze, not Yahtzee.
Similar but different.
Same, but different. He's got such a cute face.
He do. And he doesn't have a little top fin. It's just little side flippers.
He's missing his hat.
Missing. He got the side eye.
Side eye.
What is it?
All right.
What is the phrase? It's from TikTok. It's
bombastic side.
That's right. Bombastic side eye.
Grimer in chat if you're interested. We're going back to rhinos. I don't know why these weren't put together like the gorillas and the orangutan were, or the
They're
tiger.
just too different.
You know?
They can't handle being together.
I guess. He's like, you stay where you are. I'm gonna be over here. Okay, so between 1960 and 1995, black rhino populations suffered dramatically due to large-scale poaching. Around 2% survived the severe onslaught of the past. As rhino conservation took hold, their numbers have been more than doubled across Africa since the 1990s, but black rhinos are still listed as critically endangered by the IUCN, with around 5,630 individuals in the wild. 3 subspecies of black rhino now survive, with the western black rhino declared extinct in 2011, which is just super tragic.
Very tragic.
Today, 95% of black rhinos are found in just 4 countries: Kenya, Namibia, South Africa, and Zimbabwe. The biggest threat to the remaining population is still poaching for their horn. In the last 10 years, almost 10,000 African rhinos have been killed to supply this illegal horn trade.
Oh.
I don't know much about the poaching of animals and like what the horns are used for, like just decoration, or what are they used for?
So I know with elephants, the ivory tusks is a big thing.
Right.
I don't know. I wish I knew.
Me too.
Honestly, part of me feels like it's just so people can be like, oh, well, I have a rhino horn. What do you have?
Maybe. It could be a trophy, I guess. Oh! You know, we were doing so good.
Hi! That was quick. That wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
All right. We're doing great. I'm going to send you a picture really quick because I want you to see it. And I also, if you could put it, let other people see it too. It's really cute.
Okay. Send it over. And while I do that, I'll give you the next one.
Okay. All right. African forest elephant. Deep in dense, humid forests of West and Central Africa, you find the elusive forest elephant, one of the 2 members of the African elephant species. The actual number of wild African forest elephants remains uncertain due to their shy nature, but we do know that they are critically endangered and have declined by an estimate of 86% over 31 years. The main reason behind the decline is due to poaching, which is frequent, widespread and intensive. Widespread and intensive. Oh, I see. Okay.
You got it.
I'm struggling, you guys. All right. Especially in Central Africa, as well as elephant poaching, habitat loss, and land use change for agriculture and other land uses have resulted in fragmented habitats and increasing human-elephant conflict. How is there human-elephant conflict?
I was just thinking that.
Like, why?
What? Wait, I mean, are you guys just in the back alley about to duke it out every day? Like, what?
That's not acceptable. Whoever's trying to fight the elephants is rude, and I do not like you.
Knock it off.
Today, African forest elephants occupy about 25% of their historic range, scattered among 20 different African nations, mostly in Gabon and the Republic of Congo.
Wow.
Not to be confused with the Dominican Republic of Congo. Just in case.
This is different.
Similar but different. And actually, the Dominican Republic of Congo does not exist. But,
no.
You know, whatever.
Also, Centric says it's essentially medicine is the problem. We need to create a synthetic version is what we'll need to do,
interesting.
Really. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I kind of I understand, but also no. Congo lion and Dominican Republic. Same but different.
Ooh, Chris is 33% mediocre. That's rough.
Checks. Oh.
Rude.
Hey, we all have crosses to bear.
True.
I also do have I I have your picture?
Isn't it cute?
It's so stinking cute. Oh my goodness. Look at this baby. Sweet baby.
So cute.
He's such a good co-host.
He really just be chilling. He actually, after I took that picture, he just left.
Oh, he's like,
I know.
All right, got my close up.
That's right. He just wanted to be on stream. That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
We are going back to Cat Peak. That's so cute. We're going back to the orangutans. We're going specifically to the Sumatran one this time, and this one's got a cute little baby. The Sumatran orangutan is found exclusively on the island of Sumatra, Indonesia, which is where I think many, unfortunately, are found, which is just sad.
Mm-hmm.
But they are listed as critically endangered by the IUCN at present, with less than 14,000 individuals in the wild. Sumatran orangutans face similar threats to their Bornean and Tapanuli counterparts, from logging, agriculture, plantations, and expanding infrastructure development to the illicit pet trade, which is sad.
Illicit
also.
Pet trade.
Illicit pet trade.
Gives me Tiger King vibes.
But orangutans. Sad.
Yikes.
Orangutans need vast tracts of connecting forests to live in, obviously because they're swinging from them and they live in the trees. So if there aren't those things, that makes it very difficult to get around, of course. But between 1985 and 2007, these great apes lost 60% of their total forest habitat. Today, the majority of these orangutans are found in the northernmost tip of Sumatra in the Lesur ecosystem, a landscape that includes tropical lowland rainforests and steamy peatland swamps, which I can't imagine is their preference, if we're being honest. So,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, as long as they have some trees, I don't think they're very picky.
Yeah, I hope not.
But I don't know. I have never.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Me neither. I've never asked. So.
Right. Nor have I ever been an orangutan. Like, I don't even think,
too.
like, in previous lives,
Maybe.
I don't think that's. I don't know.
Well, especially this particular one, I guess. There are tons of species,
right.
too. So I'm.
Right.
What do I know?
That honestly is true.
But I love the baby. It's so stinking cute. Look at his little eyes.
Oh, cute. Also, cute hair.
Also, super cute. Much cuter than the top
than the other guy.
This mom knew where to go, though, to be fair. She's been going to this guy for like a really long time. You know, they're family friends.
Yeah. That's right. No, you're so right.
Yeah.
If we had to create a backstory, mom would know where to go to get the haircut.
100% knew. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Turtles.
Turtles.
Love turtles.
This is perfect for you then.
Love turtles. Okay.
So cute.
The hawksbill turtle is one of the 7 species of marine turtles and is found in nearshore tropical and subtropical waters of the Atlantic, the Indian, and the Pacific Ocean. Their numbers are believed to be between 20,000 and 23. It is Crush. You're so right.
Yeah.
And 23,000 nesting turtles, although it is difficult to assess their true population numbers since marine turtles are the true ocean wanderers. They go all over the place.
Sure do.
In the last 30 years, the worldwide population of the hawksbill turtles has reduced at least 80% as a consequence of accidental capture and fishing gear. Okay.
Sad.
Nesting habitat degradation, coral reef damage, and the illegal trade of hawksbill shells and products. What the heck?
There it is. Yeah. Because turtle soup.
That's a thing?
Yes, absolutely. Turtle soup is a thing.
Yuck.
Yeah.
I don't think I would. Are those the turtles they use for turtle soup? What kind of turtles do they use?
I don't necessarily think they're. I mean, they're definitely not using a leatherback, I would guess. That's a little too big.
A little too chewy.
It's difficult to digest.
Oh god. Okay. The human-led threats such as plastic pollution, Climate change and rising sea levels could further contribute to the decline of this species in the future. At present, hawksbill turtles are listed as critically endangered.
Which is just a shame. They're so cute.
They are so cute.
Also, it's interesting how the shell flares out into the spikes on his back. That's very interesting. Like, here.
It's giving, what is it? Bowser?
Oh my gosh, it is giving Bowser. Bro, are you Bowser?
Bro. Is Bowser based on that kind of turtle?
I don't even know if is Bowser. I guess he is a turtle, huh? I never thought about it that way. Is Bowser a turtle?
I mean, he has a turtle shell.
Huh. I'm gonna think about it differently now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, no. Because what is Bowser? He's the king of the, I want to say Oompa Loompas, but that's wrong.
Goomba? Aren't they Goombas?
Yes, that's what it is. You're so right. I'm the worst. I'm so sorry. No, it is not. I just put shame on every, Mario lover everywhere, and I'm so sorry.
Koopa Troopas, first of all. So even then, there is apparently a huge debate as to whether he's considered a turtle or a dragon, which is weird. But it's actually both. You remember we were talking about dragons and I told you that Asian culture often she's gone. Damn it, Blair! I was about to explain everything! I hate it. Anyway, the point is, in Asian culture, they took a bunch of different types of animals and mashed up a bunch of their parts, so he's technically both, is what I'm reading. So that's exciting. Hopefully Blair comes back so we can talk about species that were removed from the list and why that might not be great. Also, hopefully she'll let me know if she needs a new link. Blair. You know, we were really hitting a stride. I think it's because she asked if Bowser was over the Oompa Loompas, if I'm being honest. Blair? Blair? Oh no. Hopefully she calls from the darkness. I can also send her a new link just in prep. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of crashing going on down top. Went to go dip Bowser into the chocolate factory. I hope she sees that. That's great. Blair, are you in the void? Maybe while we wait for Blair, I'll explain why being removed. There she is!
Hi!
You're back! I was just about to ask if you were in the void.
I took a brief break. By accident.
By accident. Centric thought you were gonna go dip Bowser in the chocolate factory.
Sure. Why not?
Well,
I can totally get to that universe.
Did you hear what I said about him, though?
No.
So you know how in when we did the dragon episode, how I told you that in Asian cultures they mismash a bunch of stuff together?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Bowser is similar to that.
Nope, you're so right. That's correct.
Yeah.
That makes total sense.
He's a turtle dragon. Remember that thing that had the thing on his back? He's got a castle on his back, but Bowser just has castle. Bowser's,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's what I'm going with anyway.
No, I like that. No, that totally makes sense. And Mario was made in Japan, right? Japan.
I think so.
So that makes sense. That tracks. Sure.
Okay. So species that have been removed from the list. These are pros and cons, right? Because on the plus side, the species are recovering. Got his MTV crib on his back. Oh my gosh.
It gives a whole new meaning to, do you want to see my crib?
For real.
Yeah.
The bad news is what happens is when species are no longer considered endangered, critically endangered, etc., it means that funding for those animals often gets cut, and programs specifically created around those animals also get cut. And so for a species that is experiencing setbacks already, and now they're starting to rebound, suddenly all that funding is gone once they hit a threshold, and that might set them back to an endangered species status at some point if it does not continue on a forward trend.
Sure.
And so even though it's great because it's recovering, it's also important to note that the same things that made it endangered may then again push it towards that direction if left unchecked and unfacilitated by the program. So,
right.
Just
Got
a
it.
bit of a disclaimer there. As boring
Makes
as
sense.
those are, but
No,
here
that
we
totally
go.
makes sense. We're good.
We have a tried and true.
The panda!
The giant panda. Do you want the panda?
No, it's okay. You can have it.
Oh, okay. So the giant panda, last year, Chinese officials announced that the country's national animal, the giant panda, was
So
no
cute.
longer endangered. Woohoo! In the late 1970s, there were around 1,000 giant pandas living in the wild, but populations have since blossomed, nearly doubling due to government recovery schemes, which, if you don't know and you don't follow this, and now it's Poe, if you don't follow, panda stuff in general, then you might not know that trying to get pandas pregnant is very difficult.
They're so dumb. That's why.
They're not very smart in the wooing category. In terms of conception, it's also very difficult for them to conceive, from what I understand. The next installment.
Also, I would just like to say Jinx is back, everyone.
Hi,
In case
Jinx.
you couldn't tell.
The least endangered of the animals on today's pod, which is
Very
great.
true.
Unless he jumps the fence again.
One Jinx, and that's all we need.
That's all you need.
My God.
So that's why this is really that's why this is great. Because it's hard. So, fun fact, according to the WWF, to obtain estimates about panda population numbers, teams of researchers scale through the mountainous forests looking for panda dung and chewed bamboo, because that's what they eat, of course. The bamboo,
Right.
not the dung.
Right. Correct.
The latter is particularly useful because panda bite marks are all unique, like fingerprints, so they're probably also able to identify. Oh!
Do you want to say hi?
This is his podcast now.
You can say hi. That's so nice.
That was so cute and so clear.
Oh, so unexpected.
I love that.
So nice of you to say hi to the people.
It's because he looks like a panda.
He relates. He's like, these are my people.
Giant pandas still face threats, including poaching and habitat loss relating to farming and tourism. So again, they're not out of the woods yet. But they sort of are. But they also live in the woods. So they are in the woods, and they might not come out of you get the point.
Yeah, I do.
Oh my gosh, the purr.
The purr. Jinx. You're rubbing your tail all over my drink. What the heck?
And bashing your mic with his forehead.
Yes. Pandas are cute, though. We like pandas. We like to keep them around for a while.
Cendric, can I ask you why? Are those fingernails or are those toenails?
Those are fingernails.
Are they?
Yeah.
So I was like, why the heck are there toes in that message? Gross.
No, it's like because it's like it's their podcast, honestly.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like,
goodness.
I don't know, Cindric, you can correct me if you're wrong. If I'm
If
wrong,
you're wrong.
but if I'm wrong. But I feel like that's the vibe we're going for. Is
Okay,
like
good.
it's the Cats podcast because they create chaos anyway.
That's not okay. Good. Glad I was wrong. Would you like to take rhinos?
Sure.
Unless you're indisposed.
Well,
Kitty.
I'm gonna do my best. Jinx is gonna be here.
Cedric clipped Jinx's meow.
Ah!
We'll have to watch it when we're done.
Clip it.
Clip it.
For the no, we should do a TikTok where it's like the do 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 do, and then it's like Jinx doing all of these like really annoying things during the podcast.
I agree.
Okay. All right. Let me see if I can get us back on task here.
Never,
sir. I am literally inhaling your fur right now. You need to cut it.
I hate that.
Cut it out. Sit down. Sit.
If you just keep pressing his bum, he's just gonna keep putting it up. That's what they do.
Good job. Okay, he's
sit, and she just
he's laying down. he's laying down now, so we're good. Okay. All right. Southern white rhinos. WWF considers the southern white rhino a major conservation success story. Good for them. They're herbivorous species. The second largest land mammal after the elephant was once thought to be extinct, chiefly due to hunters targeting them for meat and sport. But in 1895, a group of under 100 southern white rhinos were found in KwaZulu Natal in South Africa.
Sorry, having technical difficulties.
Are you guys fighting over the nail thing again?
There we go. Go ahead.
Children. All right. Now, following a century's worth of conservation efforts, there's more than 20,000 southern white rhinos on Earth. They live in predominantly South Africa, Namibia, Zimbabwe, and Kenya in protected areas and private game reserves. They are the only subspecies of rhino that are not endangered. In fact, scientists are hoping that the southern white rhino will play a key role in boosting the population of the critically endangered northern white rhino, of which there are just two
Oh God, I know.
Two remaining. A mother-daughter pair there's only two girls. That's unhelpful.
Yeah, super unhelpful.
Who live at the Olpeja Conservancy in Kenya. Southern white rhinos still need our help. They are especially at risk for illegal poaching for their horns, particularly in South Africa, to meet the demand from Asia, mostly Vietnam and China.
Two things. One, I wonder if all rhino horns then are used in medicine for the same thing. Like, are they all just composed of the exact same medicinal need? And also, two, did you remember this one video, and I don't know if it's still an unfortunate thing, but there's a video out there of whatever the last bird of one species was calling for a mate, but it was literally the only one left in existence. And it's so stinking sad because there's there is literal sound footage of this poor thing just calling, praying, getting a response to find a mate, and it's the only one left. So there's literally nothing that's gonna call it back, and it's so sad.
He just wants a booty call.
Oh my God. Love, booty call, it's all relative.
There's no one left. Oh my God.
It's very sad. But also, I wonder if they're all made of the same material. Like, in general, I know that this is the case, but like the same compounds and everything exactly? No callback from Shawnee. The species is dead, Cedric. This is not a joke.
Identity theft is not a joke, Jim.
I love The Office so much. That's good.
No callback from Shouty.
All right, we're just gonna freaking move on. I'm upset.
I'm sorry, Kirsten. Meanwhile, we're just over here being annoying.
No.
And you're like, this is not a joke.
No, it's very sad, but
You're
also
so right though. It's not a joke. It is sad, but it's also like,
it's also hilarious.
what are we gonna do about it?
You know what? Laughter's a great coping mechanism.
You're so right.
This is an interesting one. Out of all the ones that we received, it's probably the one I was least likely thinking I would find in the list of either of these things.
Fair. Yeah.
But it's cool. So this is the Arabian oryx, which is super stinking cool for a name. Also, those tusks could run me through immediately. Tusks.
I think
horns.
these are referred to as horns. I was going to say,
Shut up, Blair.
like, those are not, that's
Tusks.
not the right location for that.
Head tusks. Forehead tusks. Scientist.
Unicorn.
Unicorn. Are unicorns just have forehead tusks. It's fine.
A duocorn.
A duocorn. It's new. That's why it's kind of extinct. This is the Arabian oryx. And in the early 1970s, things were looking real slit. Oh my god, I can't talk now.
Real bad.
Real bad. When hunting had completely wiped out the species in the wild. Laughing is a better medicine than rhino horse shavings. That's so dark.
Clip it.
Good lord, that's dark. It's so good.
I mean, maybe that will preserve the rhinos if we can convince people of this. Apple a day keeps the doctor away. Laughter is the best medicine. No more need for rhino medicine.
I know that you're dealing with what is your ailment? Oh, sepsis? Yeah. If you could just laugh that off, that'd be good. Great.
Work for us. Yeah.
Okay, so the oryx, a slew of reintroduction schemes steered the population numbers upwards so that by 2011, the animal became the first to regain vulnerable status after being listed as an extinct in the wild. So, full rebound for this guy. Are you having a laugh? Today, there are around 1,200 Arabian oryx living freely in Saudi Arabia, with another up to 7,000 in captivity. The unique animals, which can actually smell rain in the distance and lead their herds toward it, which is super cool, are still hunted for their meat, horns, and skins. And by horns, we mean forehead tusks.
Duocorn.
Duocorn. This is the illustrious duocorn.
I think it's cool that they can smell rain.
Yes.
And I also think it's cool that humans can smell thunderstorms about to happen.
My grandma can feel it in her knees.
That's a fun thing you can do when you get older. Something to look forward to, everyone. You can tell the weather by your body parts.
And like, dang, my hip's out of whack. Is it gonna storm later?
Yep. There's approximately a 5% chance that there's going to be a huge storm.
Absolutely. This one's a good one. I'm ready.
Gators. American alligator, actually, which is not to be confused with a crocodile, because
true.
Steve Irwin taught us that those are different.
They are different.
That they look similar.
Same but different.
Okay, so like most examples of animal populations making a comeback, it was a matter of humans undoing the damage we were responsible for in the first place. Shocker. Still, the fact that American alligators reached the very edge of extinction in the 1950s, probably because people wanted shoes made out of them.
Horrifying. And purses.
After spending 200 millions of years on the planet, only to become the first endangered species success story is worth celebrating. Congratulations to them. In 1967, after hunters and poachers drove the American alligator numbers down to near extinct levels, the species was granted federal protections banning the hunting of reptiles. By 1987, they were officially dubbed fully recovered. Now they're classified as of least concern, the lowest status there is. There are currently an estimated 5 million American alligators in the southeastern United States. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
More than 1 million of them live in Florida. Also terrifying, but not surprising. American alligators, which can grow up to 16 feet long, are mainly threatened by habitat loss caused by development. They are also still hunted for their meat and skins through the trade that is now regulated.
Yeah.
I'm
excited.
Terrifying.
We're going back to that at some point, I'm sure. So
also, like, Florida has alligators, and then they have like the python problem as well, which is fun. Have you seen? There's like a whole sitcom around the hunting of pythons in Florida.
Yes. Yeah. There's also a guy on TikTok that hunts them as well.
That's
horrifying.
Nice.
Abby, go to bed. Why are you here? Go to
bed.
Alligator versus python fights your eyes. Florida just having so Florida
garbage.
Florida just has, in addition to the animal issue, it has like flooding and fires in the Everglades depending on the season. It also has
and then the iguana raining season.
Oh my gosh, you have to be so careful. And that's really scary. So scary, in fact, that they send out an alert during the winter. So when we lived there, I got those like weather alerts that you get on your phone? I got one of those for frozen iguanas falling from trees. You have to be careful because they get stuck because they're cold-blooded. They can't regulate, and it gets so cold. I say so cold relatively, but it gets cold enough
that they die and fall off the tree.
Their blood freezes, I think, or they just freeze, and once it gets warmer, they're fine. Like they just come back, and they're like,
it's like they get petrified.
Correct.
And then they just
frogs do this too, if I'm not mistaken. They can like freeze.
Yeah, but
themselves.
They don't fall from trees though. That's the difference.
Well, there are tree frogs.
Yeah, but like I've never been hit in the head by a falling frog.
You've never been knocked out by a reptile falling from a tree.
That's the concerning part to me. It's not necessarily that this happens because sure, reptiles need to be regulated by the temperature. We get that.
Right.
But like the part that there could hit me and like kill me is a problem for me.
I mean, yeah, I could see that. I would rather an alligator than a python.
Oh no.
You would rather a python?
1000%.
Ew, why?
Because pythons are just going to constrict you and they have to get to you to do that. Right, but alligators I cannot outrun an alligator and they will chomp my leg off. So I feel like the way to like the probability of me escaping a python is much higher. That's all I'm saying.
Got a pretty powerful jaw, pretty powerful bite though.
Yeah, it can eat you with no chewing. Exactly, Abby. You're so right.
I've seen multiple a Florida grandma chase away an alligator with a broomstick, so I'm just saying.
I'm gonna leave that to the Florida grandmothers then. They can have that. That's fine. I don't care.
I've seen many a Florida man tell an alligator to get and watched it cross the street, okay?
You know what though? I have seen a lot of Florida men get eaten by an alligator though too. So
my goodness.
I guess if you take enough bath salts, you can do whatever you want. Yeah.
This is the end of the podcast. No, just kidding.
The moral of the story is
you know. Where this dog picked a python. Yep. So I'm just saying.
Whale.
Let's
go
talk.
whale. Okay.
You get a humpback whale, and you get a humpback whale.
I've seen humpback whales.
So fun.
Like in real life.
Just get a dog and you're fine.
That's right. That's right.
So, where have you seen humpback whales? Where did you see them?
In the Monterey Bay.
Oh, cute. Very nice.
In real life.
And they look like this?
They look like these.
They look like these.
Yeah, and they do their little. So when they feed, they like jump out of the water and then go splash.
Very fun.
But when they need to breathe, they just like very gently breach the water. They blow a bunch of air.
Where did you see them? Outer space.
On land, surprisingly enough. They did grow legs and walk past me.
I was driving down the road and I saw the darndest thing. A humpback whale.
The darndest thing.
The darndest. So, you know,
yeah.
they're apparently
They're
in
so
midair.
cute.
Earlier this year, the majestic humpback whale
That's right. They are majestic.
was removed from Australia's threatened species list specifically.
Ah, okay.
The whaling industry had pushed numbers down drastically over several decades. At one point, just 1,500 humpbacks were living in Australian waters. And now an estimated 40,000 individuals reside there, and that figure is still climbing. So, fantastic news.
Mm-hmm.
Australia's Minister for the Environment, Sussan Ley, assured that despite the listing change, the species will continue to be protected from whaling. And that is huge because, as I said at the beginning of this section, that often stops. So thankfully, Australia thought ahead, and they're not doing that. Ley named it an example of what can be achieved through coordinated action, and it is a message of hope for the welfare of a number of species. So that's great, and Australia's doing it right. They're not just quitting funding just because it's climbing. They're going to maintain and make sure that it really gets back on its feet before releasing it, which is fantastic.
Beautiful. We love that.
A whale squirts its water to tell its baby where there's food for them and to protect them. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Precious babies.
We did see a baby humpback whale with its mom when we were out whale watching.
So precious.
It was so cute. He was so small.
Small.
And by small, I mean very big.
Relative.
Yeah.
Compared to mom, he was probably quite small.
Yeah.
Well, you're in luck. Since you chose snake, you may have schneck.
Oh, I don't like snakes.
Schnecks are so good for the environment, though.
They are so good for the environment. Water snakes creep me out because
Fair.
you can't see that. Not that you can really see like land snakes
Land
that well either, but water snakes especially creep me out because they're like, I understand pythons can swim. I get that.
Just saying.
But they're just
small.
I don't like the way they move. It freaks me out.
Especially the sidewinders because they go like.
I don't like it. Okay. So this water snake only calls one destination home, Lake Erie, which spans 9,910 square miles. But in the 1990s, habitat-destroying development and resident-led culls, since locals considered Lake Erie's water snake a pest, saw the species reach the brink of extinction. In response, the federal government added the water snake to the endangered species list in 1999. This made it illegal to kill or injure the snakes, which can live. Jinx, you're in the way.
Jinx.
Okay, which can live for up to 12 years in the wild. In 2011, the Lake Erie water snake population had slithered up to 12,000 and was removed from that list. Also, the good use of slithered in this particular paragraph. Yes.
I wonder if they're still illegal to kill, though.
Probably.
I hope so.
I mean, the next animal that we are going to talk about, it is also still illegal to kill them. And so I feel like if the federal government says you can't kill these, it's pretty like
I would say
permanent.
So
yeah,
obviously the bald eagle is a huge symbol for us Americas over here. And it's also one of the birds that was nearly wiped off the map at one point, which is super sad.
Yes it is.
Because even if you're not necessarily patriotic, they're absolutely beautiful birds and great predators.
I don't know if your parents do this, but every time we see a bald eagle, my parents are like, oh my God, it's a bald eagle. Like they've never seen one before.
You know,
But like they were so extinct or almost extinct that like it was so rare to see one. And now I've seen like a bunch in my lifetime, which is a testament to like how they're coming back. But it's just so funny because they're like, oh my God.
And the thing is, we've talked about this before too in our regular pod, but eagles and other raptor birds, they're apex predators, which means they are also, in some cases, keystone to their ecosystem. So the more extreme. So the more that you whittle these guys down, the more other populations underneath them get out of whack. So it's not just, oh, the bald eagle is going extinct. It's the bald eagle's going extinct. That species is going to die out, and also other species are going to be absolutely crazy.
True.
So,
it's very true.
So after decades of hunting, habitat loss, and the use of DDT, which I believe was like that toxic pesticide. It says that.
Yes, it was really popular, I think, in the 70s.
Yes.
And then part of the the political climate allowed for a lot of environmental protections, which got rid of DDT and like banned the use in the United States.
And the problem is with that, it was getting in the waterways. And if you don't know, the bald eagle does eat a lot of fish. And so the fish were contaminated, which would also mean that the bald eagle would consume it as well.
Yeah.
So by the 1960s, just 487 nesting pairs of bald eagles were alive in the U.S. The species, which can dive at speeds of 100 miles per hour or 160 kilometers an hour, was included in the Endangered Species Act in the 1970s, and of course, like Blair just said, DDT was banned. Populations soared, it's like slithered here, and bald eagles were federally delisted in 2007. The bald I know, right? The bald eagle is one of the original species listed under the Federal Endangered Species Act, which is, important, and it was kind of a wake-up call with this decline that the bald eagles went through for us to realize some of the things we're doing to the environment and how they affect the wildlife and the ecosystem. I'm back. Pets have had treats to go to sleep. Perfect, Abby.
Cute.
So yeah, they're on the rise. They're absolutely beautiful creatures, and if you do see one in the wild, it's very cool. And
yeah,
fun fact though, I'm sure many people know this fact now because it's just popular knowledge, I guess, but whenever you hear an eagle in a movie screech, that's actually a hawk usually. So
yes,
just wanted to throw that out there too.
Very nice.
That's freaking it, I think.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
wow,
that's freaking it. That's all I have. I just have all these blank slides for no reason.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I'm like, you have some in the beginning too. I don't know what that's about.
Not sure either. That's new.
Cool.
That was
maybe I accidentally. You know what? Maybe when I was trying to pull it up, Jinx like pushed something on my keyboard because he was leaning against it.
Rude.
So we can just blame it on Jinx and call it a day.
That's fair. But yeah, that's literally. I'm gonna delete all of these in case I ever want to reference this again. But that's literally all that I had today.
I love that.
Yeah, that's great. Oh,
2 stars.
Oh. We had very different inflections.
I know.
Like, 2 stars. I'm like, 2 stars.
You suck.
You suck. I mean, we got 5, so.
That's true. But we are the hosts of mediocre content. So I feel like we have a biased
that's fair.
Opinion. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
How long have we been on here? About an hour?
Yeah, about 1 hour and 15. We rocked it, honestly.
We did. This has been the most successful stream, I feel like.
Don't say that too loud.
This has been a terrible stream. We hate it here. This is awful.
Well, I guess we get to go home. We're at home.
Wow.
We can leave.
Look at us being efficient.
Look at us. We really appreciate you guys being here.
We do.
Let me see if there's anybody we can raid. Let's take a look. Let's take a look.
While Kirsten is doing that, I'm just gonna do like some promo for us real quick.
Let's do it.
So obviously we're here every other Thursday. You guys know about that already. Then also please rate us 5 stars on our podcast. It definitely helps us out on whatever platform you choose to listen to your podcasts on. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts, Amazon audio service over there. We're everywhere. So come and find us. Let's see. We're also on Instagram, and throw us a like every once in a while if you want. I try to post every Tuesday when we have a new podcast. And then any updates or anything we need to have for that. I do not post for stream, however, because it seems to jinx us. And today I did not post for stream, and everything went great. So I don't know. We'll play it by ear with that.
That's how it goes, really.
Yeah, it does. So I think that's it. We're gonna get rid of our Twitter. We're not into it. So if you feel really passionately about us having a Twitter, let us know. Otherwise, we're just gonna ditch that. And then we're on TikTok too. We like to cut up these streams and make funny videos, and it's super fun. So catch us over there as well.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna yeet you guys off to Emerald Eyed Wolf. Please let them know we love them so much. She's fabulous. She's doing Borderlands right now, and I guess we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, cool.
All right, we'll see you later, guys. Bye. Oh my God, it didn't even go to the right one. There we go.
Oh my God.
Thank you guys for podcast.
Yeah. Thanks,
right.
Centric.
Bye-bye.